following video presentation is designed to address some of the major issues involved in the marketing of select roots and tubers in the Caribbean. The aim is to provide sound advice and guidelines to farmers so that they may maximize their yields profitably using scientific methods and best practice. Roots and tubers have several common characteristics. They are all storage organs, principally of carbohydrates. They generally have low respiration rates depending on their stage of development, and they have a reasonable storage life, especially if handled well, because they can continue growth after harvest by rooting and sprouting. In the case of sweet potato, harvesting is still done mostly by hand, but there have been some developments in mechanical vine cutting and lifting. Vine-killing chemicals are occasionally used before mechanical harvesting. Caution must be exercised, however, as physical damage during the harvesting operations can be the major cause of post-harvest losses. One of the simplest and most effective ways to reduce water loss and decay during post-harvest storage of roots and tubers is curing after harvest. This refers to the process of wound healing with the development and suberization of new epidermal tissue called wound periderm. Sweet potato is often cured after cleaning, grading, sizing, and packing in preparation for market. When the cycle is well managed, this root crop may be stored from 3 to 10 months in mechanically refrigerated or ventilated storages. Yams. Packing tubers in full telescopic fiberboard cartons with paper wrapping or excelsior reduces bruising and enables large quantities of tuber to be transported over long distances. Storing yams in modified atmosphere packaging or MAP has beneficial effects, particularly using appropriate packaging material with suitable size and number of holes for gas permeation. Curing of root crops allows suberization of surface injuries and reduces subsequent weight loss and rotting in root crops. Traditionally, yams are cured by drying the tubers in the sun for a few days. The optimum conditions for curing are between 29 to 32 degrees Celsius at 90 to 96% relative humidity for 4 to 8 days. Storing at 15 degrees Celsius with prompt removal of sprouts has been found to improve the eating quality of tubers. Prior to long-term storage and marketing, yams are cleaned without water by scraping off soil and other debris on the surface. The root hairs are also removed so that the tuber has a smooth surface. Water must not be used to clean the tubers before storage because of increased susceptibility to infection. There are 3 main conditions necessary for successful yam storage: aeration, reduction of temperature, and regular inspection of produce. Ventilation prevents moisture condensation on the tuber surface and assists in removing the heat of respiration. Low temperature is necessary to reduce losses from respiration, sprouting, and rotting. Regular inspection of tubers is important to remove sprouts, rotted tubers, and to monitor the presence of rodents and other pests. The following operations are commonly used to prepare root and tuber crops for market: cleaning using either dry brush or wash and partially dry to remove excess dirt or moisture, sorting, sizing, and grading to eliminate defective products and plant debris, and grouped according to size or other attributes, treatment for decay control using fungicides on such commodities as sweet potato, packaging into consumer units, bags and trays, and then packed into master containers or bulk packed into shipping containers, loading onto transit vehicles for movement to markets or processing plants. For fresh market, most products are loaded in shipping type containers. Room cooling before shipment to market is advised. This should be between 13 to 16 degrees Celsius. Special treatments. For storage, sweet potatoes can be sprayed with recommended chemicals a few weeks before harvest to inhibit sprouting during storage. Rodent control is also necessary in large storage areas. Non-refrigerated storage methods, such as ground storage, can be used for several of the tropical and subtropical roots, including cassava. Pits, trenches, and clamps can also be used for storage of harvested tropical roots and tubers. Pits are occasionally used for short-term, small-scale storage of sweet potatoes in some areas. Ventilated storage in cellars and warehouses is also used for sweet potatoes. The general storage recommendations are based on the fact that most of the products are chill sensitive. While some can be successfully field stored, for example cassava, others will deteriorate rapidly if harvested and not treated. In general, tubers should be protected from high temperatures and provided with good ventilation during storage. The storage environment must also inhibit the onset of sprouting, which increases the rate of loss of dry matter and results in the subsequent shriveling and rotting of the tuber. The recommended storage temperature is in the range of 12 to 16 degrees Celsius. Optimum conditions of 15 degrees Celsius at 70 to 80% relative humidity have been recommended for cured tubers. Transit and storage life of 6 to 7 months can be achieved under these conditions. Yam tuber decay occurs at higher humidity and, like most tropical crops, they are susceptible to chilling injury at low storage temperatures. To avoid tuber damage, minimum storage temperatures of between 10 and 13 degrees Celsius have been recommended. Post-harvest losses occur at various stages from production, post-harvest handling, marketing, distribution, and processing. These include losses in quantity and tuber quality arising from physical damage, rodent attacks, fungal and bacterial diseases, and physiological processes such as sprouting, dehydration, and respiration.